What if I told you that Kuwait, one of the smallest countries in the Middle East, is building a $5 billion mega city in the middle of the desert, far from its capital, with almost nothing around it? No coastline, no population center, just sand. So why would a country do this? Why spend billions to build a city from scratch, where almost no one lives? This isn't a vanity project, and it's not just about buildings. It's about survival, economics, and the future of Kuwait itself. Part 1. Kuwait's problem. To understand this project, you first need to understand Kuwait's biggest problem: Kuwait City. Over 70% of Kuwait's population lives in or around the capital. Government offices, jobs, housing, infrastructure, almost everything is squeezed into one urban area. The result? Traffic congestion, housing shortages, rising land prices, overdependence on oil sector jobs. And that leads to a much bigger issue. Kuwait's economy is dangerously concentrated. More than 85% of government revenue comes from oil. But oil won't last forever, and Kuwait knows it. So the country faces a hard truth. Either diversify and decentralize now, or struggle later. Part 2. The idea. A city from nothing. This is where the idea of a new megacity comes in. The project, often referred to as Silk City, Madinat al-Harir, is planned to rise in northern Kuwait, near the Iraqi border. The vision? A city built entirely from scratch that will house hundreds of thousands of people, create non-oil jobs, become a regional trade and logistics hub, and reposition Kuwait on the global map. At the heart of this city is a bold goal: to transform Kuwait from an oil-dependent state into a commercial crossroads between Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. Part 3. Why the desert? So why build it in the desert? Because the desert is the only place left. Kuwait is geographically small and the capital is already packed. Building outward from Kuwait City would mean expensive land acquisition, massive disruption. Years of congestion. Starting fresh in the desert is actually cheaper, cleaner, and more flexible. But there's another reason: location strategy. Northern Kuwait is positioned near major Gulf shipping lanes, Iraq's rebuilding economy, China's Belt and Road Initiative. This city isn't meant to just serve Kuwait. It's meant to serve global trade. Part 4. What $5 billion buys you. So what does $5 billion actually build? Plans for the city include a massive financial district, one of the tallest towers in the world, smart infrastructure and AI-driven services, ports, logistics hubs, and free trade zones, residential districts, universities, and hospitals. The city is designed to be Shiru's walkable, digitally connected, and energy efficient. In short, it's meant to be a next-generation city, not just another skyline. Part 5. The real goal: jobs and people. This project isn't really about buildings, it's about people. More than 70% of Kuwait's population is under 35, and many young Kuwaitis rely on government jobs. That model isn't sustainable. This new city is meant to create private sector employment, attract foreign investment, encourage entrepreneurship, and keep young talent inside Kuwait. Without new opportunities, the country risks brain drain and economic stagnation. Part 6. The risks. Of course, this is a massive risk. Megacities have failed before. Projects like these face budget overruns, political delays, lack of private investors, and the danger of becoming ghost cities. Kuwait also faces bureaucratic hurdles and slower decision-making compared to its neighbors. If execution fails, this city could become a very expensive lesson in ambition. Part 7, Why Kuwait Has No Choice. But here's the reality, doing nothing is the bigger risk. Oil revenues will decline, population pressure will increase, and the global economy is moving fast. This city is Kuwait saying, we're not waiting. It's a bet on diversification, a bet on youth, and a bet on relevance in a post-oil world.